Every family's nightmare, cancer. It is an all too common crisis families are faced with all over the world, yet it is only made aware when it hits you. Leukemia hit my family nearly 1 year ago, and while the fight is over, the struggle and fear still linger. My Aunt Diane was diagnosed with leukemia in January 2012. Mother of 5 boys, my uncle became the family rock, supporting an entire family emotionally while grappling with his own. January in 2012, she was diagnosed with leukemia. How did those events take place?
Yeah, we thought she just had the stomach flu. We went to the doctor to see her primary care, and she was already feeling well by the time we got in to see the doctor. So I said, "How's your anemia?" And she kind of says, "You haven't been paying attention to it, huh?" And she goes, "No." And he goes, "Well, let's just do a blood test to find out." That afternoon, we were admitted to the hospital because her blood count was really, her white blood count was really, really low.
The treatment for leukemia is chemotherapy. How long before she started showing those side effects of those chemotherapy treatment?
Her first round of chemo was a really intense round of chemo. It was for 9 straight days. It was every morning, and it was 24 hours a day is actually the way it worked. Given to her in a pump so she could bring it home, and an anti-nausal medicine. Give her that, and then they'd give her a small round of one chemo drug, and it only took like 30 minutes. And then they'd fill up the pump and send her home, and the pump would pump all the way from that morning all the way through 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So it was a really, really long dose of chemo, and really, really hard on her. And it probably took maybe it was a week after her round of chemo, the second week, when she started noticing the side effects of like the loss of hair, and she was in denial of what was going on. So she was not wanting her hair to fall out, and even though she was noticing it, she thought, "Oh, it looks so good, it's so good." And it got to the point where we one day decided to shave it off.
Was there a point when you just felt really helpless and just...
Day 1 of chemo was really rough. Seemed fine throughout the day, and then that evening it really, really hit her hard. And she started to be nauseous, and at that point I felt lost, because just the one thing I could not help with completely.
Through, and how did you find the strength to move past that day 1 of chemo?
I'd have to say my faith in God got me through it. Believe it or not, I posted a lot on Facebook during those tough times, and got a lot of responses back, and actually found a lot of people out there that were going through the same thing, that were friends that I had no idea. It was what got us through it, got me through it.
Okay, and did you finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak?
I think when we came back from the Mayo Clinic, they told us we needed to do one more bone marrow biopsy. She called me one day and I was at work, and she told me that she didn't have to have a transplant, and I thought at that point I saw the light.
And how has it just impacted you guys?
Well, we were already pretty strong, family, and just I think we became more. Our faith in God became greater, and we started praying more. And I think just the boys, knowing that they were always thinking about her and always calling, and here sticking together to fight for Mom was kind of helped. I think we laugh more, and we enjoy each other more. I think appreciation of life. I think. But to see the positive in all that, and yes, it did. So thank you.